Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing fantastically well. Regarding the result of the Leeds United versus Manchester City game, how satisfied was you, especially in that first half with Leeds United pretty much playing to Manchester City? And I know Manchester City had, I think, 15 shots in that first half, which two Leeds has won, with Willie Gnonto skying it over the crossbar, but 1-0 ended at half time, and in a sense it was coming. I mean, Leeds United did play very well. We was very compact, like we played the 4-3-3 system with Meslier, which I was kind of surprised he was actually going to be playing, to be honest with you, due to his illness. I thought Joe Robles would have been playing. But at the same time, the Leeds United score was kind of strong. It was pretty much almost our strongest 11 apart from a few players. There was Meslier, Christensen, Cooper, Robbie Koch, there was Struijk, then played Mark Rocker, Forshaw and Greenwood, Nonto, Rodrigo and Aronson as the starting 11, and I was kind of a bit surprised, to be honest with you, because shocked with a few of the players who was introduced into the squad. I know Adams was he was suspended for the game against Manchester City, but overall in the first half, Leeds United kept Erling Haaland quiet. Like, there was a few chances, especially within the first 30 seconds, I think it was, where he should have pretty much scored, but Meslier got a brilliant right hand to it, and then Struijk cleared it off pretty much almost close off the line. And then again, he was played through with a fantastic ball by Kevin De Bruyne, and yet again, it was a brilliant one-on-one save. And this is why Meslier is probably one of the best one-on-one goalkeepers ranked in the Premier League this season. And if Meslier has to go, or Meslier leaves the club, then fair enough, fair play to him, because he deserves a bigger club. But overall, with how Leeds United played, especially in the 4-3-3 system, where there was more compact, they didn't really give Manchester City much option. They kept him very quiet for pretty much 46 minutes of the game. I know Kevin De Bruyne, I don't know, he's just a different class, isn't he? Like, the amount of times he can pick out a pass where no other player can, and especially towards the end of the half, just before Manchester City scored, that flick round Struijk to get to Mahrez, and then obviously Grealish should have scored to make it 1-0 then, blazed it over the crossbar. So the overall performance over the game, I was very nervous coming into this game, because obviously I predicted I think it was a 3 or 4-0 win to Manchester City. I know the first half was only 1-0, but we go again. If Jesse Marsch wants to play this 4-3-3 system, I'm happy with that, because it goes from a 4-3-3 system attacking, and we actually play quite wide against Manchester City, which I was very shocked to see, because obviously I thought he was going to go with maybe a 4-2-3-1 system like he always does, but he changed up. He said that he was going to change the system, and that's what he did. He went to a 4-3-3, and I was very happy with that. And all I've ever said when it comes to Leeds United, if we can play against these big clubs and we give our all, then I'm happy with that. Fair enough, whether we lose, whether we draw, of course I want to win. Of course, I don't want to sit here and say, oh yeah, if we play very well and we lose week in, week out. I'm not saying that. All I'm trying to say is like, if we go to these big clubs who we aren't really supposed to be getting 3 points from, and we show that we can do it and we can be competitive, then overall I am happy. It may be not the result that we wanted, because obviously with Manchester City, they make it very difficult for any team, doesn't matter who you are, any team to get any shots away. Overall, I was very pleased with how Leeds United played today. It's like Jesse Marsch, it was always going to be difficult for us to go to for Manchester City to come here and for us to pick up all 3 points. But the midfield, I generally like the pairing for some reason of Mark Rocker and Adam Forshaw, because I felt like in the first half, Adam Forshaw was just one of the better players. He controlled the game. He was very solid. Even Sam Greenwood, like the amount of times they went into the tackles, the pressing, like there was a period. I know Manchester City are very good at recovering from the press, but the amount of players, the amount of people who was like pressing towards the end of the half, honestly, it was amazing. But at the same time, today he can come out and say, yes, fair enough, it wasn't the result that we may not wanted, but at the same time we played exceptionally well. And if we can continue playing the way we are, It doesn't matter against these big clubs, but the teams below us, if we can play the way we do, especially today, then I feel like Leeds United are going to be okay. We just need to invest, we just need to bring in some extra quality, that extra bit of depth, and I feel like Leeds United are going to be fine for the rest of the season. But when the second goal went in, I genuinely felt so sick, because I don't understand what the hell was going on. Why was Robin Koch, right? Just, he was just ball watching it, and it's just so frustrating. Like when that second goal went in, I genuinely felt so sick, and I honestly felt so emotional, because I don't know if it was anger, or I don't know if it was just disappointment, but why didn't Cooper pass it back to the goalkeeper? A simple pass back to the goalkeeper and hoofed it up to the field, up front. Wouldn't have been able to concede that second goal. But no, Cooper passed it straight to Koch. Koch was bloody ball watching. Instead of looking to see if there's any guys around him, Grealish steps in, and then that's it. Grealish plays it across the goal, and Haaland, yet again, to make it his 25th goal of the season, slots it in to make it 2-0. What the hell was going on with that goal? Honestly, we've gone from being a very solid first half to within the first few seconds of the second half, and then bang, we've just fallen apart. How can we do that? It's so frustrating. There's no stopping Haaland, is there? I mean, he's scored 26 goals in all competitions now, scoring 21 goals, I think, in the Premier League now, and we're not even halfway there. So he's continuously going to break history records, and congratulations to him, you know, like fair play to him. But at Ellen Road, there needs to be some sort of change. Like the overall play today with the 4-3-3 system, I liked. I felt very happy. And I guess, why not try a different system against one of the best clubs in the world? Why not? To see if it works. And it did somewhat work. I know we come up against Newcastle on the 31st, is that New Year's Eve, I think. So hopefully maybe we go with the same system, because I know Newcastle usually play a 4-3-3 as well. And hopefully some of our better players will be back for the Newcastle game. But overall, I don't really see anything to criticise the team on, to be honest with you. The only thing I can really criticise is the second goal that went in. But we were outclassed. Like Manchester City's team's worth over £1 billion, Leeds United's team's worth maybe about 300 million quid. So there's a massive gulp in difference of price tag there. But to me, it's sad. I was sad. I was very emotional after the game. The fans were, respect to the Leeds fans, constantly in numbers, singing in numbers, pretty much a full stadium again. I wish I went, but it's just the atmosphere. Like even just watching it on Amazon, it was just the atmosphere. The players getting involved, the manager all involved, and the fans screaming and shouting. It was just brilliant. So, and I can't wait to go to another Leeds game. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is just a quick little match reaction, and hopefully we can bring in some players, develop the squad, bring in some depth, and hopefully we will be seeing Leeds United in the Premier League again. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next preview. Peace.